Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to access REST APIs for Zoho CRM. So let's get started. So first what you will have to do, obviously you will have to create a Zoho account. Once you do that, you can go to api-console.zoho.in. Once you go to this particular URL, you can just click on this add client button. Most of you might be looking for a REST APIs kind of architecture, so mostly web applications. So depending on what application you have, choose that particular option. I'll go with server based applications. Here you can give your client name whatever you want. So I already have two clients. I'll just name it as my third app. Now here is the important part, your home page URL as well as authorized redirect URI. Now currently I don't have any web page or a front end app. So what I'll do is I'll just enter https://www.google.com. Okay, now I'll enter the same thing for our authorized redirect URIs as well, and I'll click on create. Now you will get the client ID as well as the client secret. You can note it down somewhere. Now comes the important part. So if you go to settings, here you can see this multi DC. I'm not really sure about this. Like I stay in India and currently there is no option for India. Now why I'm telling you this is, when we try to hit a REST API endpoint, the base URL will differ depending on where you live in. So suppose you are living in UK, you might have to enable this option. I'm not really sure. In case if later in this video, if your APIs are failing for some reason, make sure you toggle this option. Or if you have toggled it and still they are failing, then maybe you want to toggle it back. So yeah, something like that. Now we will have to generate the auth token. So how to do that? Let me quickly just check this. Okay, so next step is how to generate auth access token. To generate the access token, we first have to generate an authorization code. So I'll tell you how to generate the authorization code first. So the next thing which you have to do is you will have to go to this URL dex.zoho.com/desk API document. Now I know we are looking for Zoho CRM REST APIs, but the documentation for generating the access token remains the same. So here you can see how to generate the authorization code. Like if you want, you can go through this documentation, but I'll quickly share how to generate the authorization code. So here firstly you will have to write this https://accounts.zoho. Now this would be your country code. So like I told you, whatever is your country code, I think it is .com for US, but for rest of them, rest other countries, it is zoho.in or zoho.uk, something like that. So change it to your country code /auth/v2 auth, then response code equal to code, response type equal to code, client ID you will have to enter your own client ID, and then you will have to define what scope you want. Now the scope part is important. So for that we will come to this particular documentation. So here you can go to this Zoho CRM REST API documentation. Here you will find all the REST API. So suppose I select on this module REST API. If I click on get, here you can get the scope. So Zoho crm.settings.all. So if you want to access the modules API, then you will have to enter Zoho crm.settings.all. If you want to then access users, so go to users, and here you will have to get this particular Zoho crm.users, and here for operation time it can be either all or it can be read. So here you can see I have also added Zoho crm.users.all. So you can add all of this comma separated, and then you will have to enter your redirect URI. My redirect URI was google.com and access type is offline. I'll copy this. Next I will quickly paste my URL, and here you can see it asks me for this particular permission. I'll just click on accept. Now here you can see that it has given us this particular code. So I'll just copy this particular code which I have. Okay, so I'll just so from over here we'll have to copy this code till over here. I'll copy it. Okay, then I'll go to Postman. I will first go to this particular API. So again you can find this particular documentation on Zoho desk. Again the access token part remains the same irrespective of whether you are using Zoho desk or Zoho CRM. So as you can see, I have generated the access token. To generate it, I have copied the code over here to this client id, you can copy your own client id. Client secret would be your own client secret. Here would be your redirect URI, and grant type would be authorization code, and this is the URL. But inside the URL, just change the dot into whatever is your country code. So I'm living in India, so I'm using dot in, and if I click on send, here you can see I'm getting the access token. Now I will copy this access token and I can go to this particular URL, because the access token expires after every 1 hour. Sorry, after every 1 hour. And but instead of copying the access token, copy the refresh token. You will have to keep note of this refresh token, because the refresh token does not expire. Now whenever your access token expires, to generate a new access token, you can use this particular URL. Again, instead of .in, you will have to use your own country code. Here you can pass your own refresh token, pass your client ID, client secret, grant type, and here you can see it will give you the access token. So I'll quickly go to this. I'll just copy this. I won't generate a new access token because this is not expired yet. Now suppose I want to access this, but okay, not this. I think this is working fine for me. So the Zoho crm./org. So if I go to this Zoho docs, Zoho desk, get users, organization. So here you can see use whatever endpoint you want. So here from this I have just copied the curl. Okay, and if you want, you can use this scope for generating the authorization code as well. I have already added that scope, so I'm able to access this particular API. So I've just copy pasted this curl and pasted it inside Postman. So here you can see, and then I can just pass my authorization code, access token, and I should get the response back. Similarly, I can do it for modules as well. I think I have already done it. So this is thing for modules. Again, I will show you the doc once, and if I click on here, I have just edited my access token. And if you want to see the docs, I have also provided the authorization scope while generating the authorization code. So here is the curl for that. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Similarly, you can access all these APIs. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.